Hi, this is Isabel, the Soundbite Shaman, and I want to talk today about something that I don't think gets talked about enough in business, and that is the courage that it takes to really bring your original voice forward in your work. Now, the truth is, you can have a successful business and not bring forward your original voice. You certainly can have a successful business by identifying a market need and fulfilling that need, and your voice never has to come into play. But what I'm finding is that more and more people these days truly want their business to be a form of self-expression. They want their business to be a place that they do get to share the deepest, most passionate parts of themselves in the world. And they really want that business to be a way that they get to fulfill their soul's calling through their work. And I think what's amazing when we think about doing that is, again, going back to this idea of what does it really take to be able to step out in the world and speak from that deepest place inside of yourself. I think that the technology in the world today particularly lends itself to this idea of business as a form of creative self-expression. Given all of the technology of the internet and blogs, the ability we have to publish ourselves, and certainly the ability we have to use something like live streaming to put ourselves out into the world, it's all of these forms of technology really lend themselves and are well suited to this more personal, passionate kind of self-expression. Now, what I think is so interesting is the lengths that we will go to inside of ourselves as business owners to the lengths that we will go to really protect ourselves from rejection, from criticism. And I think that deep human drive to protect ourselves can also really get in our way and get in the way of really being out in the world and being fully expressed. And I think the biggest obstacle that we really do have to get over is our own beliefs about what it is that we're doing. In other words, I found for myself as a business owner that I can hold in my mind the idea that I'm someone who's really stepping out into the world and expressing myself, whether or not it's actually true. And so that's the first real internal obstacle, is actually believing that you're out there fully expressing yourself, where if you really took a moment and reflected more deeply, you might start to find places that you are editing yourself or holding back or hiding out. I think the second way that we keep ourselves from really stepping out fully with a bold and powerful message is by saying to ourselves, I'm not quite ready, I'm not quite ready. Particularly for the people I'm passionate about helping, the innovators, the mavericks, the visionaries. It's so easy to keep spinning into cycles of reinvention and not actually pausing the reinvention for a moment and stepping out and sharing whatever it is you know right now. And then a third way that we can sometimes get in our own way is by holding on to the thought or belief that the world is not ready to hear what we have to share. I work with a lot of people who really hold in their hearts that what they have to say is so pioneering or radical or out there that it won't be accepted. And rather than putting it out there and really finding out, we edit ourselves and we hold back. So stay tuned for more information and inspiration to help you find the courage to step out into the world and really share your original voice.